we are now going to get ready for the performance, which is in celebration and honor of Black History Month. Please make sure you are sitting back, giving your full attention up front. I feel like there's something else going on, but I can't see it because of the lighting. So this year, the Black History Month theme is African Americans and labor. Our students have come together to prepare this show, which features dancers who have worked under the direction of Kenneth from Dance Entropy. Our step team, who have been working with Ms. Eastman and Ms. Gregg, and are absolutely fantastic. They had an opportunity to represent Scholars Academy at a multi-borough showcase across the street earlier this month. And our amazing jazz band, who are working under the direction of Mr. Light, as well as other featured artists and musicians who came together under the supervision of Ms. Quintana and Ms. Blanco to create an outstanding show in celebration of Black History Month. I also need to shout out our student leaders who really put the show together, Zia and Fasayo. Can we give them a big round of applause? So please make sure you are giving them your full attention. It's a great show. You're going to love it. And here are our steppers.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this year's Black History Month performance. Let's give it up one more time for our Scholar Steppers. They did such an amazing job. They're just one part of the amazing show we have lined up for you guys today. This year's Black History Month performance theme is African Americans and labor.
To acknowledge African Americans' contribution to labor in this country is to acknowledge the various kinds of work that encapsulate the collective experiences of Black people. Oftentimes, these experiences are highlighted through artistic expression. Travel with us as we explore labor through the diverse forms of art that were contributed by the African American community.
First up, the era of enslavement. Negro spirituals and expressive dance styles brought to us by our enslaved African ancestors in order to cultivate a sense of community and strength, fostering resilience during a time of oppression.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Following the beginning of enslavement, African people began to introduce a traditional dance style to the Americas. Dance played an integral part of their daily life in Africa. In the Americas, dance helped enslaved Africans feel more connected to their homeland, altogether helping keep traditions, customs, and culture alive.
Artists such as Burna Boy, Davido, Rema, P Squared, Tiwa Savage, and Tyla have won the hearts of millions of Americans, and using their talents and works have helped to make African dance style much more greatly appreciated in today's society.
Personally, I rock your body. I promise you go home, you won't tell daddy. I give it to you like you never had it. Screaming church, you like speaking Chinese. Now waiting minutes, back a boom boom. Now waiting mess, saga. But she know what me. She talks, say she know what me. I know what lie. The things within my mind. When I see you dancing, girl, you got me high. And if you wanna try, we can go in tonight. 'Cause I'm in the mood. As long as I'm feeling the cool, I deal with you. Personally, 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 I go deal with you. Personally, 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 I go deal with you.
Afterwards, a profound shift occurred. For the first time since enslavement, the United States government began to employ African Americans. As laborers and soldiers, they began to step away from the shadows of forced servitude into roles that would later reshape the entire nation.
This era in time also gave rise to various writers and poets.
Freedom, their battle cry. Freedom, or leave to die. Ah, and they meant the word. Not as with us, 'tis heard.
Not a mere party shout, they gave their spirits out. Trusted the answer God, and on the gory sod,
Rolled in triumphant blood, glad to strike one free blow. Whether for weal or woe, glad to breathe one free breath.
though on the lips of death, praying, alas in vain, that they might fall again, so they could once more see.
That burst of liberty. This was what freedom went to the black regiment. Hundreds on hundreds fell.
But they are resting well, scourges and shackles strong, never shall do them wrong. O to the living few,
Soldiers, be just and true. Hail them as comrades tried.
fight with them side by side, never in field or intent,
Scorn the black regiment.
Good morning, I'm Professor Ernest D. Just.
And I'm Ethel Hedgeman.
In 1906, I established the first black fraternity at Howard University, one of the first black colleges or HBCUs. Mrs. Hedgeman was to be founded the first black sorority at the same school.
That's right. HBCUs provides a gateway for African Americans to receive proper and equitable education. This equipped us with the skills needed to explore new forms of labor forces, job opportunities, to reach our full potential, and most importantly, to contribute to society.
The goal of fraternity and sorority is to create a sense of brother and sister on college campus. These connections allow African Americans to explore various expressions.
Some of these forms of expression include step, a percussive dance style originating in West Africa.
Another dancer that was popularized in HBCUs was Majorette.
Some of these styles have become more popular, especially in high schools, and have evolved immensely over time.
Let's go, it does look at Mother Day Step and Majorette. Enjoy.
Through HBCUs began the rebirth of art disciplines, bringing us to the Harlem Renaissance, known for the popularization of jazz music.
Good morning, folks. My name is Aretha Franklin, and this is my good friend.
Good morning, y'all. I'm Ruth Brown, may know me as the Queen of R&B.
Or know me as the Queen of Soul. Let us tell you a little bit about R&B.
During the Great Migration, when African Americans migrated from the South to the North, they created rhythms and blues, also known as R&B.
They wanted to maintain their connection to their roots with the smooth melodies and the warm tones from this genre, took inspiration from the Harlem Renaissance and the old-time gospel to spread love.
Years later, they used their voices to raise money for charity events.
As Ruth was a tireless advocate for civil rights and the rights of women.
Eventually, this made a big staple and it made a big impact on the Black community.
And this gave birth to many musical artists like her and many musical groups like Destiny's Child and
Soul For Real.
My love, do you ever dream of candy rain. Have you ever loved someone so much you thought you'd die? Giving so much of yourself, it seems the only way. Tell me what you want and I will give it to you. 'Cause you are my love. My love. Do you ever dream? Do you ever dream? Candy golden rain. Oh, darling. My love.
Give it up one more time for So For Real, guys. Now, before I touch on Haitian decolonization, I'm gonna give my props to the other Caribbean islands. Guyana was able to decolonize himself from the British, and basically our national dish is pepper pot, but it's always on a flame. Therefore, our flame, it keeps us resilient and nobody could blow us out. In Trinidad, they have carnivals. In carnivals, they're able to liberate themselves from the colonizers as well. Jamaica, they had reggaeton, and the reggaeton was able to liberate themselves as well. So we just basically do everything that liberates us from the colonizers. But now, to give my big up, shout out my Haitians in the crowd and behind the stage. But in Haiti, we used to be one island called Hispaniola, but then we got segregated into two, Dominican Republic and Haiti. But pioneers like Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines were able to liberate the people and bring us together to fight off Napoleon. But the fight is not over, y'all. Us, right now, we change the future generations. Therefore, what you do now will liberate others. You need to make change. Make sure that you're standing for what you want to believe in and you fight for what's right. But before we get into my revolution, I want to introduce some of the craziest dancers I know from Dance Entropy. Introducing Whyte and Koch, y'all. Enjoy. So, how'd y'all like the entire performance now? Now, touching back to what Ms. Smart said earlier, she talked about adversity. And us MBSK leaders, we actually wrote a rap about adversity, touching back onto the entire theme of our performance of African Americans in labor. So, I'm about to make the beat, and the rest of our leaders are gonna rap.
Wage gaps wide, still fighting the game. Clock in, clock out, but it ain't the same. Doors stay locked, we break that chain, turn pay to a track, make them know our name.
Kurt brings hope, let the choir sing. Tyler flips scripts, doing his own thing.
Beats hit hard, truth don't fade. Black art shine, and we made our way from the pulpit view to the mic and stage. 33 get flipped to change.
Hold on. Work, grind, rise, no change, no stress. Redefine the hustle, we make success. Now it's time to fight and find a solution. Let me hear you sing if you want a revolution. Wow.
Want a revolution.
an amazing performance, everyone. Let's give another huge round of applause for our student performers.
The theme for this year's Black History Month was African Americans in labor. You have all been taken on a journey that highlighted African Americans' contribution to labor through various mediums of the arts.
A lot of work has gone into the tireless efforts of making these performances, and they've spent countless hours going through dance residency, planning, and rehearsals, so they've done a great job.
However, this would not have been possible without our beloved staff here at Scholars. So a huge shout out and thank you to Miss Quintana, Miss Blanco, Miss Eastman, Miss Gregg, Mr. Light, Mr. Hayward, Mr. Racinos, along with Kandia and the entire Theater Tech team. So please give them a huge round of applause.
And everyone, one more huge shout out to Ken from Dance Entropy, who's been working with Scholars for the last 3 years. And without him, none of this would be possible, so big shout out to him.
These events are perfect examples of student leadership, and so because of that, I have to thank Senior Zio, whose last Black History Month performance this was, and Junior Fasayo for directing and all their dedication to this whole performance. Thank you guys. And lastly, if you guys want to get involved and you like what you saw, it's never too late to get involved. Dance residency is a great thing, and as you can see, it is very rewarding.
100%. Thank you guys again. Have a great day.